able to communicate. But ladies, also, if he's walking around slamming doors, if he has an attitude, getting easily frustrated, come on, it's been too long. And you know your mate. You guys have been together long enough to know when it's time. So he shouldn't even have to ask you or communicate. You should be willing and ready to cover him. Because you all, how many of you have heard the story of the brown rice? I see all of those who attend Relationship Matters raise their hands. But if your man, if you're cooking at home brown rice on a daily basis, trust me, when he goes out there in the street and the woman on the corner is offering brown rice, he will run. If you're taking care of your man, keeping him covered at home, he's not going to be tempted when he gets out on the street. He's not going to be tempted by the coworker who wears the clothes too short and wants to rub up next to him from time to time. He's not going to be tempted by the commercials that come on and try to confuse him with what he's seeing and what he's not getting at home. The devil is a lie. So you have to be willing to give of yourself when you know it's time.
Let me do something different, because we have they're not necessarily on the panel, but we have our senior, these are my senior advisors. And Mom Fry, I know that being over Titus 2 and teaching the women, I know that you grew up in an era where the older women taught the younger women. Or did you? How was sex handled generations past, and what's your advice on how it needs to be handled now?
I think basically when I grew up, they didn't talk about it around us. So you basically had to read magazines and so forth to figure it out. Now, some people do not believe this, but I just always believed that God would teach me what to do, and He did. And I thank Him for it. And I know my experience may not work with anybody else, but I think it's very important that we do share with young people and give them the information that they need so that they can do what they need to do. And may I add to something that, you can take care of your man day in and day out, but if that man's heart is not toward God, he's still going to do what he wants to do. So, and that's the key, where is their desire? Is their desire to be committed and dedicated to their marriage, or just to be committed? And I think that's very important. I really do.
Wisdom.